Hey guys, what's going on? Hope you're having a great day. My name is Trevor Foldering, your metabolic health specialist with another metabolic debrief. Welcome to this debrief, guys. We're going to be talking about the weekend. Yes, the weekend is one of those things that can mess us up with our metabolism and with our health and with our weight. We're going to dive into that today, guys, on our metabolic debrief. But before we do that, just a reminder that we are online Monday through Friday to help you guys improve your metabolism, get better health benefits, get better weight loss results so that you can live the life and have the body that you truly desire. All right, so let's talk about it, guys. I'm really excited because this is something that everybody needs to realize. And I got some bad news for you because your metabolism doesn't actually keep score. It doesn't know if today's Friday, Sunday, Monday, Thursday, or any day in between. Your metabolism doesn't work that way. Okay, you have to realize that your metabolism responds to consistency. Consistency is where it's at when it comes to improving your health, your body, your weight, and more importantly, your metabolic health. Okay, so that's really important. You have to realize that consistency is the key. Now, here's the thing I want you to realize is that I'm not telling you not to have fun over the weekend. All right, that would just be silly of me, right? Because I totally understand. We want to enjoy ourselves. We want to relax. You know, we've had a hard week at work, right? We've done all of these things from Monday through Friday and we just want to let it all sort of hang out, so to speak, right? We want to just let loose. Right? And there's nothing wrong with letting loose. However, we have to kind of be in the constraints of your metabolism, be healthy throughout the weekend, right? We have to make sure that our metabolism stays responsive, right? What does that mean? Well, there's lots of things that we can do over the weekend to help our metabolism stay strong, right? Because we want a strong metabolism. What usually happens is Monday through Friday is really good for many people. And then Saturday, Sunday hits and then everything sort of falls apart, right? We have like maybe drinking, alcohol, maybe sleep gets pushed back. Maybe we don't get good quality sleep. Maybe, we're not eating properly. Maybe we're not getting the proper meal timings in place, right? So we're skipping meals or we're having maybe too much food or got cravings going on the weekend. And then we beat ourselves up on Monday. We're like, why do we do that over the weekend? And then, of course, we start over on Monday, right? Monday's like I got to get back on track. I got to be perfect on Monday, right? So we can't go into that cycle. We have to break that cycle, guys. Like Monday through Friday, we got to be good, but we also have to be good on Saturday, Sunday, right? We have to be consistent. And that's not to say that you can't go out and have fun. It's not to say that you can't drink alcohol. Okay, I'm not like, got to be staying away from the alcohol forever, but we have to put some limits around things. So of course, we need to stay consistent with your meal timing. That's the first thing. So for people that are watching this that don't know, we follow a very specific meal timing, 4 meals a day, spaced 4 hours apart. That needs to continue for the weekend, right? We can't actually, go 4 meals a day, spaced 4 hours apart, Monday through Friday, and then skip meals on Saturday, skip meals on Sunday, or, eat junk food on Saturday and junk food on Sunday. Like we can't have our, treat day on Sunday and like totally go crazy. Actually, it's funny because this reminds me of a story about The Rock, right? The Rock, you guys all obviously know The Rock. But The Rock always is famous for his, his big cheat days, right? Like on Sunday, right? And I'm just picturing Rock in my head with like his mountain of pancakes and his, cereal and pizza and cupcakes and cookies and stuff. And, that's his typical cheat day, right? But, we can't be like The Rock, right? The Rock is like an outlier. We can't do that. We can't, on Sunday have a cheat day, right? That will negate everything that we did from Monday through Friday or Monday through Saturday, right? So we just can't do that. We have to be consistent. Your metabolism responds so amazingly well to consistency, but it's consistency over the long run, not Monday through Friday, not 5 days. It responds really well to patterns. Right? Patterns of consistency. So whole month or 2 months or 3 months or 4 months of consistent patterning is actually what's going to help your metabolism become stronger so you can lose body fat faster, so you can become healthier quicker, right? That's the key, right? Consistency is the key. Now, it's easier said than done, of course, right? Because I know your friends or your family's like, come on, just come out and have a drink with us. Come on, I'll have some wings. Come on, have some junk food with us, Trevor. It's okay, right? Like you have these things, right? You have these people saying, come, have a beer with us after work. It's been a stressful week. Let's go drink, right? You've got people saying, don't worry about, going out for your workout. Let's, go out and do something different, and then all of a sudden you're going out and doing stuff and you're shopping or whatever, and you're skipping meals and not getting your hydration and sleeping poorly or sleeping late and not getting the meals in. That's what we got to avoid, right? We got to stay consistent, right? And so there are a lot of different things that we can do, guys, but one of the things I want you to realize is that if you're struggling with this, it's really simple to keep on track, right? We don't need to worry about doing everything perfect over the weekend because that's not how this works. But what I'd like you to do is do 3 things, right? So I want you to track 3 things for me and see if we can become consistent at them throughout the weekends, right? The number 1 thing is meal timing. That's got to be the first thing that we focus on is meal timing, right? Everything else falls apart if meal timing is not there, right? Your cravings get worse, your hunger gets worse, and the consequence, your sleep will get worse. Everything falls apart if you don't follow meal timing properly. So meal timing is the key. So we need to focus on 4 meals a day, spaced 4 hours apart. In our metabolic operating system, that's what we start our clients with because it creates metabolic stability, right? This is the foundation of fat loss, metabolic stability. If you develop really good metabolic stability, you lose body fat quickly. So 4 meals a day, spaced 4 hours apart is the key. The next is hydration. A lot of people forget about hydration over the weekend. They're like, okay, well, I drank my water Monday through Friday and I just forget about it on the weekend, right? I maybe have more coffee. I drink lots of coffee, which can be a diuretic, of course, right? And I don't worry about my water so much, right? And so by the time Monday comes around, you're dehydrated again, right? So we have to think about number 2 is hydration. We have to hydrate our body properly. On top of that, we want to make sure to get the right amount of sodium, right amount of electrolytes into our body, right? That's really key. Potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium. Those 4 electrolytes, we need them in our body, right? So we need to get magnesium, potassium, sodium, calcium, all those in our body so that our body can function properly. Hydration is number 2. Number 3 is a big one, and this is the tough one, is sleep, right? Sleep is like usually on the weekend we ignore our alarm clock, right? We haven't been hitting the snooze button from Monday through Friday, and then of course now we're on Saturday, we hit the snooze button like 10 times and we're like, okay, and we wake up instead of 7 o'clock, we wake up at 10 o'clock, right? That's throwing stuff off because then your meal timing gets thrown off, right? So high quality sleep is really important. We have to still go to bed at roughly the same time. Sometimes it might be a little bit later, but let's say, for example, on Monday through Friday, you go to bed between 9:30 and 10. You want to try to make that a little bit more of a consistent habit over the weekend. I know sometimes on Friday, maybe you're out late at night, or maybe you're out until 11 or 11:30 or 12. Okay, fair enough, all right? But we need to still get quality sleep. So if you go to bed at 12 on Friday, still try to get 8 hours or 7 hours of sleep. Make sure there's high quality sleep in there. And then you may have to adjust your meal timing based on what time you go to bed, right? So that's really important, right? So we have those 3 things that we need to focus on: meal timing, hydration, sleep, right? If we can nail these 3, then it becomes so much easier to start on Monday, like not to restart on Monday, but to actually have momentum in Monday, right? Monday becomes momentum instead of starting over, right? If we start over on Monday, every single Monday, that's 4 Mondays that we have to start over, and we multiply that by how many months, right? So you're starting over for 48 times in a year, right? That breaks the metabolism. That literally blocks the metabolism from losing fat. So if you're struggling, if you're like, hey, I've got a plateau. Actually, I was just on a meeting here with one of our potential clients, and he was like, yeah, since January, I've not lost any weight. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, they've been plateaued for 8 months, right? That's frustrating, right? You don't want to be plateaued for 8 months. So if you're looking at this and you're watching this and you've plateaued for 8 months, well, one of the things I'd look at is your weekends. What are you doing on your weekend, right? Because then we can backtrack and say, okay, actually my weekends aren't really that great. I need to tighten things up, right? And then you go into Monday with more momentum instead of restarting. So that's the key. So anyway, I want you guys to work on those 3 things. So if you can work on those 3 things, guys, I think everything will become easier for you and you'll lose body fat faster, improve your metabolism more quickly so that you can actually become a fat burning machine. All right, so as I end today, I wanted to quickly tell you a little bit about our 15-day metabolic reset. It is the precursor program to the metabolic operating system, and it's a free 15-day, it's a complimentary program, it's 15 days. You just go through it, it's very simple. There's lots of it's an experience that you can experience how to actually lose body fat properly. And to do that, it's very easy. All you need to do is click the link just underneath this video and you'll actually get complimentary access to our program, and you and I can have a one-on-one coaching session over 15 days. So I'll be able to connect with you every single day on our client tech support line for 15 days so I can help you lose body fat completely for free, complimentary. So this isn't something that you're going to pay for. It's actually a really amazing program if I do say so myself. So anyway, that's all I wanted to talk about today, guys. It's the Friday Metabolic Debrief, which is making the weekends tighter and easier so that you can actually lose body fat more efficiently. So that's it for me today, guys. Hope you're having a phenomenal Friday. Have a great weekend. I'll see you on Monday for our next Metabolic Debrief. And until then, let's keep rebuilding your metabolism. I'll chat with you guys soon. Okay, bye for now.